Justin Bieber gets in a car accident in Los Angeles.
Selena Gomez is getting political and fires back at critics.
And Zayn ditches some of his new music because of his ex-girlfriend Gigi.
All that and more on today's Rundown. What's up, guys? Welcome to DHR. It is Monday. Aaron and I are here, and we want to remind you guys to please subscribe to our channel. We are so close to 4 million subscribers, and it would mean so much to us if you guys did.
That's right.
And it's free. We've got so much news to talk to you guys about today, including the fact that Millie Bobby Brown spoke out about the fact that her and her co-stars argue a lot.
That's really interesting.
So interesting.
That's coming later, but first, let's talk about the Biebs getting into a car accident this weekend. Over the weekend, Justin Bieber was involved in another car accident, you guys, but this time it wasn't his fault and he is completely okay. When we first heard the news, we immediately had flashbacks to when Justin was getting into accidents all the time and would drive recklessly. JB has been doing so well lately, but we were worried that he may have gone back to his law-defying ways, especially since him and Selena Gomez are currently on a break. Thankfully, this was not the case at all, everyone. Justin was actually rear-ended by a driver in a Range Rover. Justin was driving his Mercedes-Benz in West Hollywood when another driver hit him. And the craziest part is that a fan saw the whole thing happen and posted a video of the aftermath to Twitter.
No, that literally is someone famous. Wait, is that just No. That literally what the
In the video, it appears that Justin's car was pushed more into traffic after being hit, but it had significantly less damage to it than the Range Rover. Thankfully, there were no injuries, and a police spokesperson said that the police were called to the scene of the accident, but they did not make a report. In other pictures that were taken of the accident, Justin is spotted talking to the other driver and assuring him that he was okay and that his car was fine. So I am so glad Justin is okay. I never like hearing when people are in car accidents because I think that sometimes if you don't visually see blood, you know, on someone's body, you think, oh, they're fine. But a lot of times car accidents can cause a lot of problems.
Especially like head issues.
Yeah, and like whiplash and things like that. So I'm so glad that Justin is okay. Car accidents do happen. But what I'm the most, I guess, happy to hear is that Justin handled this like such a pro. He was communicating to the other driver. He was being responsible. And I don't know, I was just in that moment, I was proud of the Biebs for handling himself so well.
I love him. Can you imagine running into Justin Bieber, like in your car? If I rear-ended someone and it was Bieber, I would literally be like, can I have your insurance and your autograph?
I was gonna say, and a selfie.
Well, guys, it was a huge weekend because March of Our Lives happened, which was amazing, and a lot of celebrities spoke out, including Selena Gomez, who's finally getting political, and now she's firing back at critics. Not only did she overhaul over her social media with messages about the rally, but she also attended the protests in LA. Before the march, Selena posted the movement's logo on her Instagram and wrote in the caption, "Protect kids, not guns, #March for Our Lives." But this was only the beginning of Selena's rare political message. She showed up to the march in LA with Never Again and March for Our Lives written on her arm. And following the protests, Selgo posted 3 photos from the event and captioned them all with the same message, pleading for change, saying, "I don't want this to just be an Instagram post anymore. Please, enough. These people, family, and children have suffered enough. Today we march for our lives. I'm going to continue to trust God with the future and also play my part in bringing change." We applaud Selgo for her bravery in publicly demanding gun control reform. You guys remember back in 2016, Selena defended Taylor Swift after Kim Kardashian leaked her phone calls with Kanye, but then got into a heated debate involving Black Lives Matter instead. Selena tweeted about there being more important things to use your voice for. Critics then attacked Selena for not speaking out on police brutality and or #Black Lives Matter. When Selena responded to one of her haters, all hell broke loose. So fans actually noticed this change this weekend. Some people tweeted support for Selena's change of heart about hashtags and political support, and some were quick to call her out. One fan tweeted, "Yeah, wasn't so woke or taking action for #Black Lives Matter. Gun violence is a plague in this country that unproportionately affects people of color, but it gets mass coverage when the face of a movement is more like the face in the mirror to some." Very interesting. Aaron, I know you and I were talking about this earlier, but I think it's so great when celebrities get political. I know it took Beyonce a long time to get political. Taylor Swift, you were actually telling me, tweeted this weekend. Selena's now finally speaking out, and they can inspire so much change. And I know it's very hard and risky because they're scared of offending some of their fan base. But I'm all for this, and I'm really, really proud of Selena for doing this.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. When celebrities speak out on political matters, my only qualm with that is that I feel like they should be educated on what they're speaking out about. I think that we all should be speaking out about things that affect us personally, but I think my problem with a lot of celebrities who just speak out about everything is that they aren't armed with the information that they need to kind of communicate back to fans when they're tweeting back and forth. So I'm not that kind of person who thinks that every celebrity should be posting all the time about everything that's happening in the world. And I've said this on the show before. To me, I get it, like speaking out has its power. So there's also power in people who volunteer or people who donate their money to these causes, maybe behind the scenes that we don't know about.
Right.
So I think it's hard to judge someone on the surface based on what we see on social media. But with that being said, I am glad that Selena is stepping out to really have a voice for a cause. I think everyone should have a cause that they speak out for in support of.
Or something they stand for.
Something they stand for. And I think Selena's fans need to see her doing that. And I think this whole kidney transplant thing has changed her a lot. And so I think that's what we're seeing, her being more passionate about things that really matter. Well, word on the street is that Zayn Malik's album was almost done, but now it seems like he may have to go right back to the drawing board because he might have cut a bunch of songs because of Gigi Hadid. So Zayn Malik has been teasing fans with new music for weeks now, and just about a week ago, he actually told some people on Instagram that his upcoming album has, quote, been done for a while, and he's just working on filming the music videos before he releases anything. But then he and Gigi announced they decided to break up after 2 years of dating, and apparently things took a turn. According to the Daily Star, the former One Direction singer now wants to ditch about half of the songs he's recorded for his new album because they're about his ex. A source said Zayn has been hard at work on this album for about 18 months. During most of that time, he was completely head over heels in love with Gigi, so that's what he wrote about. There's lots of songs about their love, passion, and sensuality, but some of the songs are more painful to him than Loving Now. Even though the breakup is being touted as a mutual decision, he is heartbroken and wants to use that as inspiration. He's an incredibly deep character, and he wants to write new music about the split to help him process his feelings. So no one knows when Zayn was planning to release his second album, but his desire to get rid of the old songs and write new ones inspired by his breakup with Gigi could delay it by quite a lot of time. We're not sure if this report is true or not, obviously, but even if it is, it doesn't look like the delay is going to stop Zayn from releasing any music at all. So the 25-year-old musician teased fans with a short trailer of what appears to be the most intense music video he's ever created. Good news is that we get a new Zayn music video. You may or may not know someone in that video, by the way.
That's so cool. I can't wait for it to come out.
It looks so awesome, but I am really sad about the delay of this new album because I feel like albums can take a long time, you guys, especially if he's going to be writing about his breakup. I don't know why we couldn't have a part 2 album. Why can't we get the love story album and then have him do a breakup
like
album?
A prequel, like the Star Wars movies. Oh my God, that would be incredible. I don't know. It's interesting though because, you know, these artists do have to go on tour and perform all these songs that we get really excited about. And so if he's belching out his love for this person that he just broke up with.
Did you just say
belching? Oh my God.
I love that. I was like, what
Guys,
does that sound like?
It is Monday. If he's burping through Gigi Hadid's song, what is the word I'm looking for?
If bellowing, is it?
It was with a B.
It's one of those B words.
If he's singing his heart out, you know, for someone he's not with anymore, that can be really sad.
Yeah.
I totally relate to that. So, I don't know, this is interesting, but I definitely want to hear those songs that he wrote about Gigi at some point.
Maybe he'll release them later when he's over it.
All right, guys, well, it's no surprise that the Kardashians Photoshop their photos, as do a lot of celebrities and people like you and me. But this recent photo that Kim uploaded, Kim is getting real slammed for. So over the weekend, Kim shared this paparazzi photo of herself in her usual look these days, black biker shorts, a crop top, and an oversized orange jacket to Instagram. Now, the photo looks pretty normal and on brand for Kim, but fans couldn't help but do a double take when they noticed that the car to her right looked a bit off. After noticing the Photoshop fail, many people took the opportunity to bash Kim and call her out for editing her photos. And according to Cosmo, some fans left comments like, quote, "This is obviously edited and that's a narrow car in the background." And once that started happening, Kim went on to completely disable the comments on the picture. Honestly, it looks like the photo may have been being mirrored for a potential post, and then Kim probably just changed her mind about that. But what do we know? We're not Photoshop experts. To no one's surprise, the negativity didn't stop Kim from doing her thing, because she continued to post outfit pictures from the weekend and even shared a sweet photo of North and Kanye when they attended the March for Our Lives protest on Saturday. Did you see this photo, Erin?
I did.
It is really, I know that they edit their photos. I actually follow an account that shows like what all the celebrities do to edit their photos. It's like the most insane Instagram account. But this is a really weird Photoshop fail. Like, why would you upload this? Do you think she was just maybe looking at her body and then forgot that the car looked really weird? I don't know. I just think you're Kim Kardashian. You're so stunning. Like, you really don't need to be editing anything. I mean, no one needs to be editing anything. But then also I understand, you know, wanting to change the photo and the light. We all do it. I do it. So.
Yeah.
But this was bad.
Yeah, I think there is like a line that you can cross in Photoshop, and I definitely think this photo crossed it. I agree. I'm like, you're Kim Kardashian. You're one of the most attractive, most sought after people in the world. You don't need this.
I know.
And also another tip, if you're gonna Photoshop yourself to death, maybe you should Photoshop yourself in front of a wall. That way there are no lines and weird steps and things to show it off. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna hate on anyone for Photoshopping themselves. I have been guilty in the past, but you know, we should live and learn. You guys know I love some Millie Bobby Brown, and today she's spilling a little bit of tea, I should say, about working with her castmates, and it seems like things aren't always as it seems on the outside. The entire cast of Stranger Things sat down for a panel discussion about the show at the 35th annual Paley Fest at the Dolby Theater on Sunday, and Millie and Caleb opened up about their friendship with their co-stars, admitting that they were way nicer to each other when the show began. Caleb said, "Once we first met each other, I think we were all very outgoing, so it was just easy to connect. It wasn't actually hard." Millie chimed in saying, "It was like a relationship actually, because it felt like we went through a honeymoon stage. We would be like really nice to each other. We didn't want to do anything that would hurt each other's feelings." Then Caleb said, "Now it's different," and Millie agreed by laughing and saying, "Now it's so different. We are actually siblings. We argue all the time." However, Millie admits that the arguments are over small things, like someone eating her chips, and Caleb agreed, saying it's little remote control arguments. But this totally makes sense. I mean, I think when you have a group of people who work together constantly, almost in a fishbowl, that things, you know, you get along, but it becomes more like a relative sibling relationship than friends. I think that way about Clevver sometimes. I'm like, you know, we fight and argue about like stupid, silly things because we're here all the time and you're together all the time, and that's just normal.
So, Erin, why did you eat my chips yesterday then?
Girl, you know it wasn't me because yesterday was Sunday and we didn't work yesterday.
Kids' Choice Awards.
I don't eat
kidding,
chips. I love if it was your donuts, I'd be like, yes, that was me.
I laughed when I read this story because it's so, like, I get so mad when people eat my food. That is like such a strong pet peeve of mine.
Really?
Yeah, especially when it's free. It's like, you can just go to the crafty table and grab your own bag, you know? Like, you don't need to share my chip. Anyways.
That is so fun fact
love
to
you,
know.
Millie.
I will never touch Naz's food from this point forward. Got it. All right, let's talk about Selena Gomez for a second. Do you guys think that her haters have any ammunition when they say that she should have spoken out about other causes in the past? Let us know in the comments.
We also want to know what you guys think about Zayn. Should he release the songs he made about Gigi Hadid? I mean, yeah, right? Let us know what you really think in the comment section below. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It's free.
And it's almost our birthday here at Clevver.
Yes, it is almost our 20 years. 10 years.
10 years. I'm like, have I been here for 20 years? It feels like
It's Monday. We'll see you guys here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Click to the left to see if Justin Bieber is hooking up with a new model.
Or click to the right to see Jordan Woods spill all the tea on Kylie's parenting skills.